Game hacking, day 19. I merely noticed that you're improperly stored, my dear secret. Okay. Dirt on the mayor. The glitch needed more. But the dirt was protected by a pesky locked door. But no need for panic, no need for dramatics. The glitch will get through these game mechanics. So, it has to do with mere malware, of course, still, right? Implementing cybersecurity best practices, hiding the door's access in a video game. That is definitely secure, right? Glitch was keen on uncovering Mayor Malware's deeds. Today, he was sure he would find something neat. He knew the mayor had an office downtown, where he kept his dirty laundry. The big old clown. Oh, we're still on the rhyme. He approached the site silently, not knowing the door was closed untimely. At the front of the door, a smart lock awaited. The glitch smiled, 'cause he knew it could be subverted. But big surprise, the lock was eerie. A game controller. Glitch almost went teary. Of joy or of sadness? If you're wondering how this came to be, the mayor himself explained it quickly. Technology gets broken every day, was his claim, but nobody knows how to hack a game. Will Glitch be able to pass through the door, or will he end up with zeros as his score? Learning objectives. Understand how to interact with an executables API. Intercept and modify internal APIs using Frida. Hack a game with the help of Frida. Interesting. So, game hacking. I just had to scroll down a little bit. So, I was thinking we're in Linux, right? Definitely looks like that. Ha ha ha. Okay, it's 19, reminding me to do try hacking. So, interesting. What I'm thinking is, of course, should we do this? Where should we do this? We'll see soon. Let's go back up. Though I don't see any of those little checkboxes for this one. So, game hacking. Even while penetration testing is becoming increasingly popular, game hacking only makes up a small portion of the larger cybersecurity field, with its 2023 revenue reaching approximately 183.9 billion. The game industry can easily attract attackers. They can do various malicious activities, such as providing legitimate ways to activate the game, illegitimate ways, providing bots to automate game actions, or misusing the game logic to simplify it. Therefore, hacking a game can be pretty complex, and it requires different skills, including memory management, reverse engineering, and networking knowledge if the game runs online. Executables and libraries. The executable file of the application is generally understood as a standalone binary file containing the compiled code we want to run. While some applications contain all the code they need to run in their executables, many applications usually rely on code in library files with the SO extension. Library files are a collection of functions that many applications can reuse. Unlike applications, they can't be directly executed, as they serve no purpose by themselves. For a library function to be run, an executable will need a call. The main idea behind the library is to pack common used functions, so developers don't need to implement them for every new application they develop. For example, imagine you're developing a game that requires adding two numbers together. Since mathematical functions are commonly used, we could implement a library called libmath to handle all of your math functions, one of which could be called add. The function could take two arguments, x and y, and return the sum of both numbers. So, this calls the function in the library and get the result back. Note that the application trusts the library to perform the requested operation correctly. From the attacker's standpoint, if we could somehow intercept the function call from the executable to the library, we could alter the argument sent or the return value. This would allow us to force the application to behave in strange ways. Hacking with Frida. Frida is a powerful instrumentation tool that allows us to analyze, modify, and interact with running applications. How does it do that? Frida creates a thread in the target process. That thread will execute some bootstrap code that allows the interaction. This interaction, known as the agent, permits the injection of JavaScript code, controlling the application's behavior in real time. JavaScript. One of the most crucial functionalities of Frida is the interceptor. This functionality lets us alter internal functions' input and output to observe their behavior. In the example above, Frida would allow us to intercept and change the values of x and y the library would receive on the fly. It could also allow us to change the returned sum value that is sent to the executable. So Frida is in the middle controlling all those things, all the communication. Let's take a look at the hypothetical example. In this example, a number is simply printed on the console. So main, hello 1111. What do we want to achieve by replacing that value with an arbitrary one? Let's say 1337 lead. Before proceeding, we will run Frida trace for the first time so that it creates handlers for each library function used by the game. By editing the handlers files, we can tell Frida what to do with the intercepted values of a function call. So Frida create the handler files. You run the following command: Frida trace.main. So I'm thinking to test, right? We want to test stuff. We don't have a program though, but let's just make sure we have Frida trace. We don't seem to. So we'll see what we'll do later. I'm assuming we'll connect to something. So I'm really curious on this. So done other things to connect to executables, but I haven't used Frida. So this is very interesting. Now you will now see the handlers directory containing JavaScript files for each function your application calls from a library. One such function will be called say hello and have the corresponding handler at handlers lib hello.so say hello.js, allowing us to interact with the target application in real time. We don't need to understand what the file does just yet. We will review this later in the task. Each handler will have two functions known as hooks, since they are hooked into the function respectively before and after the function call. On enter from this function, we are mainly interested in the args variable. So log arg state, log retrieval state. Okay, so args and retrieval is the args and retrieval. An array of pointers to parameters used by our target function. A pointer is just an address to a value. Only here we are interested in the retrieval variable, which will contain a pointer to the variable returned. So Frida JavaScript to intercept say hello. Interceptor attach module get export by name null say hello, the function name, and then this. So we have pointers and not just variables, since if we change any value, it has to be permanent. Otherwise, we will modify a copy of the value, which will not be persistent. Returning to our objective, we want to set the parameter, we want to replace the parameter with 1037. To do so, we must replace the first argument of the args array, arg0, with a pointer to a variable containing lead. Frida has a function called pointer that does exactly what we need. Allocate some space for a variable and return its pointer. We also want to log the value of the original argument, and we have to use the function toInt32, which reads the value of that pointer. So, say hello JS, hook the say hello function from live-hello-so attached to the running process of main. If we just compare to what was before here, so have they just built the same thing out? So we have comma, and then we have bird wings, and the parenthesis ends starts there. So interceptor attach, module, find export by name. They've just added stuff. On enter. On enter function, and there we have all of the things, I guess, then, and we don't care about the others, so we can just say args then. Intercept the original argument. Arg0 is the first argument. Original argument equals arg0.toInt32. Console log original argument plus original argument. And replace the original value with numerical. And log say hello. So log and pointer. And console log. That's what they printed then. When we rerun the executable with Frida, we notice that we can intercept the program's logic, setting 1337 as a parameter function. The original value is logged as expected using the following command. So, Frida trace, program name, -I, say, star. Okay. Hello, and then the new one we put there, and the original was 1. And then we get TID OX 5EC9 11 milliseconds. and then the same one again, because it's actually repeated again and again and again. So, now that we better understand Frida's capabilities, we can return to Frida Trace. We have already seen that it generates the JavaScript script to hook a specific function automatically, but how does it know which function needs to be hooked? The parameter I tells Frida which library to hook, and it can filter using a wildcard, as we saw here, tracing all the functions in all the libraries loaded. Here we have the little checkboxes. Before moving forward, review the questions and the connection card. So we start a VM and we do split screen. No attack box. Nothing to connect to. No RDP or anything. SSH. I guess we'll have to use split screen, but we'll pop it up on the other screen when it started. So it started. Let's put it in another tab that we can move to the other screen, so we can hop between them as usual, right? So we have a full screen one here. Soon. There. So as long as we don't move like that, it's okay. Try unlock me, the frostbitten OTP. You can start the game by running the following command on a terminal. So why? So it's on the desktop, obviously, right? So let's click it as it had put it on the desktop. So press SPC. So we can move. We can't change the size of this, so we want to do something with this. So I could move, but I couldn't do anything. Welcome, OT Penguin. Welcome to TryHackMe 3.12. This is the only game-based lock in the world. A game? Aren't smart locks good enough? Not mere malware is the name. The mayor fears any lock that's smarter than him. Wanna know how it works? Not really. Nice, let me explain it to you! To open this door, you will need to prove your mere malware via our patent-pending 3-factor authentication system. Of course, 3-factor, right? Something you know, something you own, and something you are. What? Where did you get that from? You're a funny one. The first factor is that random number thingy the mayor has. You mean an OTP? Oh yes, the mayor mentioned something about the frostbitten OTP. Do you have it? Enter the OTP and press enter. So we can enter just digits here. That's how many digits. Wrong number. You don't look like mayor malware to me. Okay, so we're supposed to talk to that thing. So is this a lock? I can't get through here. I want to get through the door. Okay, so we looked at this. I'm kind of assuming we can't interact with anything else, right? So, exploring the game a bit around, you will find a penguin asking for a pen. Terminate the previous game instance and execute the following Frida command to interact with the functions in the libaocgame.so library, where some of the game logic is present. Frida trace, try unlock me. I libaocgame.so. So let's actually cd to the directory, right? So I'm just checking. Yeah, it's Ubuntu's desktop. My God, I heard that sound always hurts my ears. That's horrible. First thing you disable, right? So this thing is in the way, actually. You can't see the letters here. So this is an executable. So there's images here and aerial TTF. So there's also a handlers directory. And I'm kind of assuming that this just happens to be here since someone run it before, right? So let's just ignore these things and follow the instructions, which were to first close, oh my God, this thing, come on. So this, as it is in a browser, it's a bit special. So there. So let's run Frida trace, try unlock me, I, and so on, right? So Frida trace dot slash try unlock me. I'm just curious. Yeah, sorry for that. Lib AC game .so exclamation mark star. So there, and now the game is started, but we are getting information in the background. So if you revisit the NPC, you can trigger the OTP function on the console displayed as set OTPI. So let's play the game and go back to this dude. So if we hop back here, so I just clicked it the first time. Notice the output C7 set OTPI indicates a set OTP function is called during the NPC interaction. You can try intercepting it. On a new terminal, go to Home Ubuntu Desktop Handlers. Open Visual Studio Code by running. So, code docs, yeah, that's what I usually do. So let's, oh my god, let's add a tab, and let's go back to that directory. Underscore, and so let's see now. Let's just code this directory then. It's not quick. At least it's still, it's not like Christmas Eve or anything like that. I'm kind of thinking it would have been worse. The shared background process terminated unexpectedly. Let's see, what was that? It was code. Okay. So at least we have it up now. And they've been in this one. It wouldn't be opened. So let's see. This is the one that we heard about here, right? Yeah, and we also have 4 files. At this point, you should be able to select the C7 set API JavaScript file with a hook defined. The I at the end of the set OTP function indicates that the integer will be passed as a parameter. So the I, OTP I, okay. It will likely set the OTP by passing it as the first argument. To get the parameter value, you can use the log function, specifying the first elements of the array args on the onEnter function. So, your script should look like the following. Let's actually type ourselves. So, define handler, log arg state, and this is familiar to us now, right? Since it's the same we read before. So now let's add the line log again. And what we want to log is parameter. They don't have space, so I guess we don't have either. Here they have spaces. Dot 2 and 32. So, oh gosh, it's misspelled that. It wouldn't have been that good. 2 and 32. So, and we don't change the leave. You should be able to do something similar. Okay. So let's save that, I'm guessing, and so when I tab, I go outside this, right? So that's why I'm having to change here. So let's up back here, let's up to this tab, and if we do this again, So we go around here. Hello there. And now we see our parameter there. So is this what we need to type? Then you need to use that parameter as OTP. Yeah, so yours will be different because it changes over time. So we have to go and space all this text. Oh, we only got rid of our text, all of it the first time. That's nice. So 5818. Wrong number. You don't look like Mayor Malware, do you? Okay. Do you have the number? So 720407. Ding ding ding. Welcome back, Mayor Malware. You may now proceed. Oh, so we're supposed to get this flag into here, I'm guessing. So, THM 1 tough password. One password didn't have to do anything to get, right? What is the billionaire item flag? What is the biometric flag? Okie dokie. Let's hop back up and stop saying okie dokie, right? So this is where we wrote the code. Try unlock me, a wish list for billionaires. Exploring the new stage. Let's do it before we do anything else. So now the big monster dude is gone and we can continue to the next one. So there's another penguin and there's lots of stuff here. So you are now verified to be at least 1/3 of Mayor Malware. Congrats. The second authentication factor is called a wish list for billionaires. And it sounds shady. How does that 1/3 Mayor Malware? How does that even work? I'd be silly to tell you that could compromise the whole system. Oh, at least you are more security aware than the last guy. Am I? Alright. I'll explain it just this once, cause I like you. Mayor Malware is the only one in Werewolf with a super ultra mega premium extra hyper plus card plan. This means he's the only one who could buy the coveted Flag 2 item from the store. Does he pay 1,000,000 coins every time he needs to open the store? He does, but then refunds the product. I should be rich by now, if not for the cheap mayor. But hey, if you're having cash issues, you can always mine some coins from that old PC. Okay. Is there anything you'd want to buy now? Okay, so we have to buy Flag 3 here. So we buy Flag 3. And then we see it does validate purchase. EEE. Okay? Checking your credit card. You don't have enough money. Use a PC to get more coins. Okay? That's not a PC. What's a PC? Oh, that's the PC. I thought that was the PC. Oh, so... Yeah, let's just do this 1,000,000 times, right? But it will stop us, I'm sure. It was that last year. we could only get like a few of them. Look, we have 14. PC broken. Yeah, so we can get 16, then the PC broke. Okay. And this wasn't a PC. Yes, I thought this was a PC first. It's not like the graphic is the best, right? So, if we click this, can we click anything else? I don't think so. Yeah. So, we want to buy 3, of course. And now we get the validate purchase 3 again. Use the PC to get more coins. We wouldn't do that a million times anyway, right? Especially since we have to move in between. So, should we assume that it works the same again? The game lets you earn coins by using the PC on the field, but getting a million coins that way sounds tedious. You can again use Frida to intercept the function in charge of purchasing the item. This time it's a more tricky than the previous one because the function buy item displayed as validate purchase 3 has 3 I letters after its name to indicate that it has 3 integer parameters. Okay, cool. You can choose those values using, well, log. Let's just log them. We don't need to read this, right? Parameter 1, 2, 3. So let's just hop back to code. It's under here somewhere. Maybe we don't even need to maximize stuff to see. So validate purchase, and let's copy our line here because I don't want to type if I don't have. If I can read it. So, and then we have 1, 2, 3, and we know that we have 14, right? So, there. Then let's look at that again, and click space again. And there is something we want to buy. We want to buy item 3. So, we have 16 coins. So the item is 3, the amount needed is. So we just need to change the third one to be over there, I'm assuming. So should we just do this instead, right? Because now we need to input stuff too, right? And we haven't learned how to do that. Did we? Yeah, we did. But it's earlier. So let's look up over here. We just set the value, I guess. So here, arg0. This is what we need, but with 2. So let's just try it ourselves before we cheat by reading. No, it's not cheating. This is like tutorial, right? So args is 2 equals ptr, and we want it to be 1 million. We could do 3 million too, right? But whatever. So let's save that. Warning. Skipping could not parse. Invalid assignment. So I'm comparing them. and I can't see the difference. So we have a console log here too. I don't know why they make a variable to print and then print that. But this is the line we have. Only we don't have this, we have a million there. So maybe this was a bad example. Let's see what they say next instead. So they're changing the required one instead. Yeah, we could do that the same. They don't have a semicolon. That's the biggest difference. So let's remove the semicolon then. So it's still bad. So it might just be a too big number. Let's do the basic one we had instead. I thought of this one, but I thought it would be cooler to give us money, right? Let's add the semicolon again, because I don't see why it shouldn't work with that. So no change. Remove the semicolon, save. Another red line. So let's see what else they're doing that we're not doing. The game lets you earn coins. More tricky, 3 integers, log them, should look something like this. You should be able to log something similar. By simple inspection we can determine that the first parameter is the item ID, the second is the price, and the third is the player's coins. If you manipulate the price set to 0, you can buy the item you want. Your JavaScript buy item it should look something like this, only it is not buy item, is it? It is validate purchase. Yeah. So why do they say buy item? They changed the name of it maybe? So so they're removing these lines. I don't know why. Can we only see them once? Is that why? To me this code looks like very odd. With no semicolon there. So we're getting the same error both ways. Also it's saying line 607. Oopsie. So let's undo. Just undoing to make sure this is what we had. If we save this one, we're not getting a warning, right? Oopsie. And if we try to buy another item now, just to do it. 2. There you go. 10 coins for you. Okay. Why didn't my coin count update? Must be a bug in the game. Bad luck. What did I buy? Coins. I bought 10 coins for 10 coins. Oh, we got item minus 48. I don't know that ID when we didn't set anything. So do you see the PC works again? We can get new money. It stops working. We can stop it. I'm curious now. Does it stop at 16 again? Yeah, so it breaks at 16. So we don't have to know the data again. We know that this is what we have. It will say 3, 1 million, and 16 because we have 16 coins again. And the printing is working. So if we just I'm checking the details now. It says define handler, logs args state. This line is identical. Then we have these 3 lines. And they have removed these lines. They have instead args 1 equals PTR 0. And they don't have a semicolon, which annoys me. But let's do that. And we didn't get an error. Which is odd. But now the price should be 0 for number 3. Which is kind of odd. We'll have to try it again, but let's first print the flag to our GHM, bird wings, and credit card, undeclined. There. So the last one is the biometric one. So before we continue, I can't buy it again. I had to restart it. That's
Constantine says okay.
Hi, welcome in. So we can go to the next one. What I wanted to do was to try to change our code again, but we can't do it now, so it seemed a bit buggy. So we have a last little dude in the way. We have a last little penguin. So just one more. Are we 2/3 malware now? Just one more factor to overcome to fully become malware. The last authentication factor is biometrics. 2/3 mere malware. At least a normal authentication factor. So, whose eyes do I need? Eyes? This is a punch-based authentication system. Malware has a very specific way of punching the keyboard that nobody can replicate. And there we go again with the madness. Should I punch my keyboard then? Well, you can gently put your hand on your keyboard. No need to get violent. I was worried there for a second. No, show me the keyboard. Please, put your fist in the keyboard. Okay. So, we need to see this in the background. I haven't seen anything yet. Yeah, there. Check biometrics PKC. Okay. So, we didn't manage to make it. So if we click here, naughty fingers I see. Are you sure you are my malware? So, check biometrics. There's a key card one there too, but it's like let's see here. So, this time, we have a C here, so I'm assuming it's a character that we're supposed to click. So I guess that we get our line from here again. Only this time we don't have to intify it. No, that was a fail. So, I thought this was still selected. It looked like it was still selected, but we had clicked this name only. So, parameter 0, and it's not an int. Let's see if this works. What do you think? We didn't get an error message at least. We need to see this in the background. I'm sorry for the jumping, it's because this is in Firefox. So if I put my mouse too high, it will. Oh. So we got the hex value because we didn't set a type, I guess. So I don't know the Java to type a maybe string or something. So we can just check, but I wanna try. So it doesn't say that it's bad code. Oh my goodness. That jumping is... So, we got the same thing. No, we got another thing. Yeah, I wanna see what it says. My stream control phone needed a bit of fixing. I don't know why it sometimes says I can't charge. And then it has to reconnect. So, there. So... yeah, I want to kind of redo this too, but we'll have to restart the game. This last stage is a bit more tricky because the output displayed by Frida is checked by a metric, so it does not handle integers anymore, but strings, making it a bit more complex to debug. So this is what we do: read C string. Memory read C string, yeah, because that's just the pointer, and we're getting the pointer in to the memory. So it does not handle integers. By selecting you can have the following code. So it doesn't really explain what it does, but I was thinking that maybe toString could do that, but we need a specific one. I mean, variables are always pointers, right? So memory dot read C string, and then we do the args there. Oh gosh, every time I do it, it's because I'm so high up. If I move the mouse down, I will not do it. Yeah. So we got a type error, not the function. Enter. So let's compare. They have parameter with capitals this time. That's obviously the error, right? Memory with uppercase M dot Read, lowercase r. There we have the problem. So, down with the mouse again, and there. Oh my god. Yeah, I kinda thought it wasn't that short. So this is his fist. Do I have to type the whole thing? Yeah. Oh, it's also new. Is it? Let's see what they suggest. They probably suggest something smarter than just crazily. Maybe we need to set the return value now instead. Crazily typing that. You should be able to log something similar. This output doesn't seem very helpful. You may have to consider another way. You can log the return value of the function. Yeah, let's do that instead. So this is what we need to type now. So log, and nice semicolons there. I need to know why the semicolon didn't. I used ChatGPT it instead of trying again and failing. But maybe it was just a bug. I don't know. So very nice to give it. I'm just gonna type ret12 equals. There. Or maybe we should do that because of then we know there's not a space. And I would have put something wrong too. So zero. So probably false. Like a boolean. You should be able to log something similar. So the value returned is 0, which may indicate a boolean flags to false, which value will set it to true. Can you trick the game into thinking the biometric check worked? Following instructions, you set the return value to true. So let's do it. And this time I'm going to try again and add stuff after this. So retval dot replace. So maybe this is what we needed before, but they didn't do that in their example. PTR 1. They did something very different. But that was not the return value. Now let's actually see if we can. This should work too, right? New retval. We've replaced it. We should get the new one. So no error message, error warning. Maybe, well, I didn't actually replace it, did I? Huh? That's weird. You didn't punch the keyboard, yet your signature is correct. Yeah, so we got retval, new retval. So it works. So, very odd that I had to remove the semicolon, and apparently they had it like that in their code, and why did that work? Mayor Mellor would have hit it with all his might. Who are you, imposter? You can't fool me. Me? I'm the mayor. Yes, Mayor Mellor. Vote for me, please. Oh, my bad. Welcome back, Mayor. We've missed you. Here's the final flag. Don't smash your keyboard. So, it was a bit fun, this one. But I'm very curious to look more into this. Let's see if they have a suggestion. They don't. Don't smash your keyboard. There. If you like today's task, you can practice your skills with members of the past from the advent of Cyber 2023. And I'm not gonna open it, but we should do that. The second penguin gave pretty solid advice. Maybe you should listen to him more. So I usually haven't done these, but this we have to do it at once, right? So now when we have answered this question, right? And that dude's still there. Here's the final flag. So let's talk to the second one again. Checking your credit card. Welcome back, Memo. You may now proceed. So why would I want to talk to him again? Haha, by the way, check our balance. We better fix it. We can click now here for a lot of times if we want, right? I'm not gonna do it, of course. Yeah. So this feels very done. We do know though that in code we have this too. Create keycard. So I guess we're done with this one too. Let's give it a second chance. So we have to change the code for this one. To be able to do it, or we'll just finish it at once. Here, it's a new. So we just go to this dude. You have to type the numbers as soon as we get the field. 959994. Ding ding. And now I want to see, was it a bug? Right. We didn't do advice. So let's get 5 coins. I'm just curious. A narrow focus bring big result or something. Okay. So 3. And we don't have enough money. And now we're at the problem we had. So let's copy this again. And the triple I one. So oh my god. 1, 2. I don't care about the numbers for the parameters. And this should work. If we save it, shouldn't give an error. And if we go args 1 equal PTR, and without a semicolon, and if we do two, and we save this, we didn't get an error. So it worked too. Good. We should be the same. Just wanted to check that. So now we can close it. This is interesting though. Maybe we should make some notes on Frida before we get